LAPD responds.
Let's be careful out there.
Working as a team to protect and to serve.
Whoever's got a gun, leave us alone! Why don't you just let her go? We have a critical missing.
I lost my puppy.
To fight crime and to keep our streets safe.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inside the LAPD. I'm Mary Grady, Public Information Director for the Los Angeles Police Department. When you have a life-threatening emergency, you call 911. But who gets your call? How's it handled? How's it assigned to an officer? Well, today, we're going to take you inside the Metropolitan Dispatch Center here in downtown Los Angeles and show you exactly what happens when you call 911.
A 911 call center is a center that intakes all calls that are made by the public, emergency and non-emergency calls. The Los Angeles Police Department has the largest communications center. There's one here in downtown LA, Metropolitan, as well as in the Valley. And we handle over 1 million calls a year. Presently, we have over 500 PSRs. They're 911 operators. My capacity is 700. We're looking to hire more. You can start as young as 18 to process to become a 911 operator. Very critical position, extremely hardworking people. It's just critical that you are a very confident person, that you don't become distressed under stressful situations, that you remain calm at all times, because the way you deliver your message is the way the public perceive it.
911 emergency operator 929. Yes. Okay, where does this happen? Where did it happen at, ma'am? Los Angeles, okay. Is anybody injured? The person that was robbed, is she at the corner? Is she in front of a business where it's easy to find her? Okay, is this person a white, male or a female? Okay, white, black, Hispanic, or Asian? Okay, did you see what he was wearing, clothing description? Red shirt, you see what color pants? Okay, did he have any facial hair or any hat or anything like that, any glasses? Okay, which kind of car is he getting into? Okay, ma'am, stay on the line for a second. I'm going to put this call out, okay? Stay with me, okay? Central units 1835, 1835, 211 just occurred. First in Los Angeles, first in Los Angeles. Suspect's a male, unknown, wearing a red shirt, black pants, no further description, getting into a blue Honda. Stand by for additional. Okay, ma'am. You still on the line? All right. Is he leaving or is he still out there? Which way is he going? Northbound on Los Angeles Street? Okay. Did he use a weapon? Was it just physical force? Oh, he took her purse. Okay. Okay, stay on the line, ma'am, okay? I'm going to get right back to you. Central Units 1835 additional. Weapon used bodily force. Property taken was a purse. The suspect is northbound Los Angeles Street from the location in a blue Honda. Okay, ma'am. Did you happen to get a license plate of the car? Okay. And where's the lady right now? Okay. Okay, are you in front of a business where it's easy to find you? Okay, just flag the police down when they get out there. They'll be out there shortly, okay? All right, thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye now.
What I would like the public to know about 911 is that make sure you use it for emergencies, life-threatening situations, where there may be shootings, there may be robberies, burglaries, someone's life is in danger. Use 911 for that case. In situations where you're trying to get directions or find out where a specific person may be, try 311. That's a very accessible line that can provide you with a lot of information. Again, we handle over 1 million calls, 911 calls, and we hate to bog down the lines with unnecessary calls. As of April 30th, 2007, we've handled over 1 million calls. So you can imagine how many calls we'll handle by the end of the year. Year to date, we've probably handled over 600,000 emergency calls. And now we also handle 911 wireless calls. So any of those calls, 911 calls that come over the cell phone, we will handle those as well. Response time is extremely important in communications division. Our primary response, of course, are the 911 calls. What should happen here at the center is when we receive a 911 call, a PSR or a 911 operator should answer that within 10 seconds and stay on the line with the citizen until that call is resolved, whether it is towards the fire department, where there's a request for paramedics, but we will stay with the citizen until it is handled fully. That's considered a Code 3 call, when officers respond with lights and sirens. We also have Code 2 calls. Officers do not respond with lights and sirens, but yet they follow the laws and rules of the highway, and they get there as soon as they can. You also have non-emergency calls, which may be an alarm that goes off, and the officers will get there as soon as they can, but it does not fit the priority of a Code 2 or a Code 3, which is our highest priority call. If there's anyone who's interested in becoming a 911 operator, they have to go to Personnel Department, submit an application, and start the process. The training is 46 weeks. It's involved training. You learn about law. You learn about the different rules and regulations as it relates to the Los Angeles Police Department, and there's a very extensive training period that also occurs.
911 Emergency 261.
Communications Division, we try to help, and we will help everyone in the community. We have a dedicated group of 911 operators that speak Spanish. So if we have our community members who feel that they cannot reach the police because they cannot speak the English language, do not hesitate in giving 911 a call, and we will definitely make sure they're transferred to a Spanish-speaking operator.
911 Emergency Operator 208, bueno, Departamento de Policía, ¿cómo le puedo ayudar? ¿Qué reporta, señor?
You can definitely say that 911 operators on call. When there's a scene that reaches the levels where we need everyone, they will be getting a call.
I became a 911 operator so that I could help people. Initially, I wanted to get into crime scene investigation, but you had to go to LA Community College for that. So I became a 911 operator first to get my foot in the door, but I never actually went back to school because I enjoyed this job so much.
Part of a police service representative job is dispatching, and as a dispatcher, I take the calls that the EBOs, the emergency board operators, create on an incident, and I give it to the officers. We also make sure that we keep their statuses up to date, which means wherever the officers say they are, that's where we have to put them in case there is an emergency. We broadcast pertinent information to them, and we process all their service requests.
In the city of Los Angeles, when duty calls, the LAPD responds.
Hey, John, lower the gun, buddy. John, leave the gun.
Working as a team.
Go ahead and put the gun down. John, nobody's going to come at you, all right? But I'd feel a whole lot better if you were to lower that gun.
To protect and to serve.
Why don't you come back here to me, all right? All right, that's good. Walk toward me with your hands up, John. Put you in handcuffs.
All units, code 4, suspicion.
Thanks for working with me.
20910, show me code 6 on the article search for the Amber Alert.
To fight crime and to keep our streets safe.
Another positive hit on this bag. We believe at this time that the vehicle is in our custody.
Any available unit to respond to the northeast corner, 7th and Gordon for the Amber Alert.
6K 253 ride.
14X11, show us responding.
Cycle 2, we're en route.
This is it.
Let's go.
For the officers of the LAPD, it's all in a day's work. Protecting our families.
Look at your daddy.
They take pride in what they do.
Code from the Amber Alert. Missing child found and returned to parent. Suspect in custody.
LAPD is hiring. Become a part of the team. Visit us at joinlapd.com.
So what's it like from the officer's perspective when they get that 911 call? Let's go to Newton area for a ride-along to find out.
It's part of the town Newton Division. The north end of the division is Washington Boulevard, which borders the downtown area. Goes all the way down to Florence Boulevard on the south end. The west border of Newton Division is the 110 freeway, and the east side of it being basically Long Beach Boulevard, some little side steps here and there, comprise about approximately a little over 8 square miles with a high number of residents here. It's a very densely populated area. We have a large gang population here in this division. There are approximately 40 to 60 gangs within this small division, and because of that high concentration of gang members in this area, it definitely contributes to the propensity to violence that we deal with on a daily basis. So this is a very fast-moving, can be a very fast-moving division with lots of radio calls and lots of violent crime. The officers that work in Newton Division are very professional. They know their job well, and it's definitely a pleasure to be here as a brand new supervisor. Couldn't ask for a better opportunity to work in the best division, in my opinion, in the city. The 911 calls that we respond to here they vary widely in nature. They can be from anywhere from unknown trouble type calls where we really have no idea what's going on, and that can be a result of a open 911 line where someone, for whatever reason, has dialed 911 and has not hung up, and they've not actually spoken to the operator. And then the other emergency calls that regularly, routinely come through 911, where we have, obviously we know what's going on, or we have an idea of what we're going into. The interesting thing that's happened during my time on the job is the fact that we respond to all unknown trouble calls code 3, meaning it's a high priority response call. That's where the officers respond lights and siren. They really have to exercise good driving skills, judgment, and common sense when doing that. So whenever you're operating a police vehicle in an emergency response situation, obviously the opportunity for being involved in a traffic collision is escalated. So that's just something that contributes to how we respond to these calls. Well, one of the most obvious highest priority 911 calls are the shooting related type calls where either shots are heard, or someone has actually seen someone shooting, or we have reports of shots fired and a possible victim down. We do seem to get a fair number of shots fired type calls, and it's been my observation that when you only hear one broadcast coming on that through the 911 that there's a shots fired call, there's a good possibility that it's not a valid call. Whereas when we receive multiple calls on 911, then that's a real good indicator that indeed it's going to be a good valid shooting. When we respond to shooting calls, for example, if it is a confirmed shooting where we have victims down, the first thing that has to happen is the responding officers have to get in and secure the location. We have to make it safe before the fire department and paramedics will roll into the scene to render aid. So we have to do that very quickly and establish control and command and control of the situation so that they can get in and render the treatment to the victim, whether they're shot, stabbed, whatever. So they will actually, the fire captain will actually come up on the air and obtain if the location is secure for them to roll in. It's fair to say across the board that the most difficult situations emotionally for an